Activating. And we are streaming to my channel. So, good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Ephemeral One, and welcome back to something a little different. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here today with a special guest. If you'd introduce yourself.
I am Kirsten.
This is Kirsten, otherwise known as the Adorkable Nightingale, and they are here with me today while we vote on the 2024 nominees of the Game Awards. Something Kirsten is completely and totally prepared to do.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Actually, the most recent game they've been playing is Minecraft.
Yes.
Yeah. But I figured that would be the fun of it, is I get to now have someone who is completely blind to this help me vote around this.
I look forward to you trying to explain these games to me as if I know anything that's going on.
That's also why I have you looking at Google Chrome, because I'm just going to pull up YouTube and random shit so I can justify my excuses. In other words, you're here to just help me explain things, because I'm so deep in the rabbit hole, I forget to come back up for air.
And I don't know where the rabbit hole is.
Exactly. So somewhere in the middle, this may actually turn into a decent amount of votes. Who knows? So, start voting. Oh, you have to sign in. Okay. Yeah, just Google. Give me a sec. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Oh, just doxed myself. Oh, well. Okay. So, we start with the big... God, these people. No patience whatsoever. They start off with the biggest thing. Game of the Year. Okay. So, we have Astrobot, the most adorable goddamn game in the universe. You see that little bro?
It does look very cute.
Okay. This is why I use Google, because I knew I was going to rely on YouTube for this. Okay.
It kind of looks like Wally and Eve kind of vibe.
Astrobot. Okay, I have to do it the other way. Astrobot. Pop a tree. This is a song from the game, okay? This is the tree. And that continues for an entire level. He just sings throughout the...
Oh. I was like vibing with it for a minute, but then
yeah,
like,
no.
Oh, the whole level?
Yes, he has more lyrics, and he just keeps going. It's an entire song.
It kind of looks like Super Mario.
Uh-huh.
But also somehow gives the vibe that tree's gonna turn into something horrifying.
It doesn't. This game is pure, just bliss and joy. Like, this is a game that I would put you on to, because this is just... The only thing, the most dark and morbid thing about it, is that it is a horror for the PlayStation franchises. It is purely based around all the PlayStation stuff. So every major PlayStation series is most of them are represented in some capacity, because you get various costumes and you get to save bots that are just based around PlayStation characters.
I can't think of any.
No, I know, but
right now.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, one of my favorites is, of course, Bloodborne. You play as this, like, Victorian dressed hunter, right? And you play as Astrobot, and if you walk up to the guy, he, because in the game Bloodborne, to parry an attack is to use your gun to stop them and stun them. If you smack at him, if you smack at the Bloodborne hunter, he basically parries you as a little cute robot.
Oh,
It's just really adorable. I'm trying to think. I mean, Parappa the Rapper. There's all sorts of stuff that. But yeah, Balatro. Okay, so imagine a version of poker where it was about scoring, and you could fuck with the deck. So basically, it's making
what, like Kate?
yeah, like you could switch cards, take cards in, out, add new cards, and jumble up effects.
Do you like get caught doing that and face consequences?
No, this one's more about you're looking basically guided to try and build as high of a point total as possible, and you basically are using it to make as many points as possible before you get cut off. And it's just purely a basically try and get high score game, but it's so well done that it's a lot of fun. The only downside to Balatro in my mind is the soundtrack is kind of mid. So it's a perfect kind of game where you turn the music off and you put your own music on.
It's a card game, basically.
Yep.
Huh.
It's interesting. And it's relatively easy to access and really simple. Black Myth Wukong. Visually, very pretty game. Mechanically, it's flaw. It's not that much fun to play. It's frustrating. Like, they were going for a good idea, but they made their game a little too frustrating. And just overall, the story is a little stilted. It's about, basically, well, Sun Wukong, of course, the mythical character from the Chinese legends. Except you're not playing Sun Wukong. You're playing one of the random other random other monkeys from his mountain, looking to rebuild him after heaven broke him apart. And they don't tell their story very well, so no, this one's just one of those.
You're not even playing like a main character?
Oh no, you're playing the main character. You're playing your main character, but you're just one of several monkeys that has been sent out in the past to try and rebuild Sun Wukong from the pieces of him. So you eventually look like him, but you're not actually Sun Wukong. Which is really funny when you hit the final boss, because of course the actual final boss is naturally Sun Wukong himself.
Yeah.
Oh no, and he knows he's better than you. Like, even broken as he is, is
that him in the picture?
Nope, that's the monkey you play as.
Okay, because I was gonna say he kind of looks like he thinks he's better than you.
Oh yeah. Well, no. The worst part is your main character's mute.
Like, you don't even get like
Nope.
options to.
Nope. Yep.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, no, it's really bad. And it's a little too. It
looks really good.
Oh god, stunning! It's fucking gorgeous game, but it is one of those. You missed the point of. It was one of those. They spent so much time in their own lore, they forgot to make it available to people who aren't. You know what I mean? You know how I said I'm too deep down the rabbit hole?
Uh-huh.
Same kind of thing. This was made for people too far. This was made by people too far down the rabbit hole of the Chinese mythology, and didn't make it accessible to people who weren't. You know what I mean?
Not beginner friendly.
No. And that kind of docks a lot of points for me. Is when you. It's all well and good to have an intriguing story, but when you don't bring people into it, yeah, it can be kind of rough.
Yeah, you gotta Hook them in
Yeah, it's like the first, like the first.
slowly.
I was gonna say the first arc of the story, for example, the first arc you were into is basically you're learning about this one monk, right, who was obsessed with what they call kasayas, and they only keep using the phrase kasaya over and over again. What do you think a kasaya is that a monk would become attached to it and become a monster?
A monk? Uh, aren't monks not supposed to form attachments?
Exactly, this one did. What do you think he formed an attachment to?
Something to do with greed.
His robe. He became obsessed with robes. Like, they were supposed to wear robes to show their departure and their detachment from. And basically, this monk had become obsessed with the robe of the mythical monk from the original Sun Wukong myth. He became obsessed with that robe of the super monk that went all the way to get the whole journey to the west is written about.
Basically, they had a one thing. They had one thing.
And it was enough.
And they became obsessed and jealous and petty over
Yep.
one thing.
Yep. And led his fellow I
feel like it says a lot about people.
Oh yeah. Like, and the one thing I will give Black Myth Wukong though is stylistically it is absolutely beautiful with some of the art stuff it does. Act 1. I'm trying to think. Video. Like, video. I'm trying to think. What do they call it? Interim. The music videos for it. Because this is something they did that was really cool. Was basically they did music videos summing up each chapter. And this is the end of chapter 1 that kind of tells the whole story.
They were going to step on that frog.
No, he's going to catch it with that bowl, I guess.
I really thought it was about to get stepped on. I was like, ah.
Yeah, he's a frog. Frogs know better.
puzzles me. A monk's lust for gold should be quelled. Why does Elder Jinche still cling to that one Kasaya?
Bereft of that Kasaya, how shall they show the world their ties are cut and their lust is quelled?
Like, artistically, that's fantastic. But the gameplay itself, like, there was so much love put into the game, I hate to beat on it, but it falls short in a lot of ways that more testing and testing to a wider audience would have taught them.
You wonder if like something like that maybe should have been made into a movie.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think this would have been an amazing movie. Oh well. But yeah, so personally, no. I could argue Astrobot. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree. Okay, I spent a lot of time playing this, and personally, I love it to death. This is just the DLC and expansion to a game I love. Giving that Game of the Year, when Elden Ring won Game of the Year already once, feels kind of cheap and kind of copping out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not entirely fair.
Yeah, no. So I won't give it to that. That being said, it's nice that it's a contender, and they did do an amazing job. I spent way too much time with it. I still want to go back and play some more, but I have other games to play, and I don't want to become too one-sided, you know? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Oh, gods. This is the game I took like 3 days off of work for.
Okay.
How to put this? See, the problem is, this is my most likely vote. This is one of those... This game is a game of my childhood that has been rebuilt from the ground up to become an entirely new experience.
And it just keeps getting better. They don't kill it every time.
Exactly.
Oh.
Because the first part was Final Fantasy Remake. And it was covering, basically, the first part of the Final Fantasy VII game, where the first part of the game, you're stuck in this huge metropolis that's basically an upper city that is both factory, warehouse, and like these giant generators for power are built up above. And then as well as an underground city, well, not underground, but under the plate city that's basically built around where they're slums, where everyone else who, can't afford to live up on the plate lives. And it's the whole story of, you're playing part of this terrorist group that's looking to bring down the generators because they're using up the planet's power. And it's everything that goes into that and trying to resist this, this giant evil corporation. And
Okay.
this is the best way I can explain this, okay? Going into images. Final Fantasy VII Original. Like, these are the graphics. This is the shot. This is your main character. Then and now.
Wow.
And the gameplay has only gotten better. And this one let all the cast, like, the first game you only played as him. And it was all focused on just him. Cloud, our main character.
Cloud.
Cloud Strife, as anime a name as you can fucking get.
Oh.
Trust me, 90% of people, when they make horrible, like, cliche names, Cloud Strife is who they're parodying.
Free Cloud sounds like a name I would use in one of my stories.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think.
He
Okay,
probably lives in Perennia.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh no, here I'm trying to think. What was it? I think it was Fate. Yeah, Fate Line God is another one. Just these names of characters that you kind of look at and go, "Huh, you're not being subtle at all with this character, are you?" Main character
Oh,
literally
anime.
named. Main character literally named Fate.
Wow.
Of course, my favorite character, mine and Ascendance Bookworm. She's literally called mine, main character. Either way. So, like my default.
Blue hair.
Oh,
You always have blue hair.
yeah, I know. It's a thing. It makes her stand out, though. But either way.
Blue.
Yeah, and let's see. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm trying to think of any particular scene. As I say. We'll just go. Yeah, we'll go with trailer. We'll do one of the trailers. Let you take the. Take in that. Okay, yeah, final trailer. So last thing where they're just willing to show as much as they can. All right, give you an idea of what it looks like.
Cloud, bring me the black materia.
The beginning of the end. The celebration of the faithful. A watershed moment for all mankind.
Hey kids, sorry we're late. You're going to pay!
Now, who wants to be the first lucky lady?
Hey, boss! Your guests are here! At long last, the knave returns. I refuse to be upstaged a second time, my friend!
Good, Cloud. Very good. Fill your hollow heart with rage.
I'm back now, Aerith. I'm back.
We ask that you retrieve it. The black materia, key to our oblivion. Please. It alone can liberate us from this endless dream.
Passing through. You.
Tifa! Whew! Hey guys!
They're getting some sun too, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Red? How do we look?
Huh? You should get yourself a reading!
It's gotta be hiding some ginormous materia! Woohoo! Whoa! Hold this thing over right now!
You said that Sephiroth is your foe. I have a history with him.
You wouldn't believe what he can do.
Wait, don't misunderstand. You'll need a way home. So when you're ready, I'll be here.
An emissary from Wutai is here. Sent by Viceroy Saru.
With all this goddamn blood on my hands, how could I ever hold my daughter again?
Those we hate Those we love, those we fear. Genova would become anyone to fool her prey.
Don't do this!
But I'm no fool.
Sephiroth! Hey!
No, not you.
Here. Take it. This isn't about me, though. It's about saving the world. And you.
The reunion, when spite and sorrow are harvested to feed the planet.
Not expecting the shift in tone. I was very thrown.
But you see what I mean? It's a full experience. It has all sorts of things.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Yes, there is. And I will say this. It's probably going to end up getting my vote, but let me admit this. That card game is stupidly addictive. It is a top RPG. You know this because the card game alone just made me sit there and go, okay, I'm going to try one more time. And I kept doing that. I am terrified to go back and play this game because I'm going to lose time in that goddamn card game. So yeah. That is definitely one of my big votes right there. It's like that and Astrobot are the defaults. Oh boy. And the one I haven't had a chance to play. So it kind of loses out points on that. It looks amazing. And I played the demo. Metaphor Refantasio. Which... they aren't being... Like, the fact that they aren't being subtle with the way they're doing the story... I mean, to call the game Metaphor, it's a metaphor. Thank you for that. That is exactly the feeling I had of, are you kidding me? You people are this...
They want to make sure you understand.
No, you want to know the worst part is? The big looming threat of this world, they're called humans.
Called humans, or they are humans?
They're called humans. They have human, like, anatomy at times.
Me.
Metaphor Refantasio trailer. I'll let you see. We'll do it by the trailer. Let's see. Official launch trailer.
It's stupid, Zero.
You think you have the strength to protect the weak? Then prove to me these are more than empty words.
We may struggle with fear and anxiety, but we shape our own destiny. With our own hands.
I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
See? Humans.
Oh.
Attack! weak in any number.
So what I figure I'll do is sometime next year I'm going to just do a Atlas thing and just call it like Twink Run. Do a series of Atlas games and just call it Twink Run because, I mean, look at the main character. He's a twink.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. What was it? SMT5 Vengeance. Yeah. Main character. Because I keep saying I want to do this one too. This is the main character of SMT5. That is one hell of a metrosexual design, huh?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so at some point here, I'm just going to have to do like a twink run of games. So, unfortunately, I haven't played it, so I don't know. I can't give Metaphor the vote, so, yeah. So, you can agree with me out of the things you have shown you. Aside, like, it's between Astrobot and the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go with Rebirth on this one. And yes, I know we just wasted however much time on the first one. But it's Game of the Year, so. Best Game Direction.
You too.
Okay.
Is this all going to be all the same games?
Not all. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Game Direction. Outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Innovation is the key word I want to focus on with this one, because what changed the way things are thought of, right? You summed up Balatro pretty clearly in, it's a card game. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a card game that became a video game.
Yes.
So it got to do a bunch of stuff you can't do in a card game.
Yeah.
But it's still a card game.
Yeah. Like you said, Black Myth Wukong, innovation, not really. It was visually stunning. Like, they had a very creative vision.
Very creative, very nice looking, doesn't follow through with gameplay.
No. Metaphor I could give because it's such a unique style. You know what I mean? If nothing else, the main character having that swag of the, checkered white and black coat, I kind of like.
It's different.
Yeah, it makes them stand out. I won't give it to Rebirth because I gave them Game of the Year. That's the way I'm looking at it. So then, okay, but then Astrobot sits there. It's creative, it's energetic. I only showed you Papa Tree. There's so many moments where the game just makes you laugh and makes you smile.
So different from all of the other games.
Because it's bright and happy.
Well, yeah.
Everything else is...
But it just stands out, you know?
Okay, so we'll go with Astrobot for that. It's bright and happy.
Yeah, we need more bright and happy in the world.
Yeah, I won't argue that. Oh, boy. Best narrative. Oh, no. Okay. Silent Hill 2, you guys are automatically kicked down the hill. I'm sorry. It's a remake of a game that existed 30 years ago. 20 years ago. So you don't get best narrative for, ripping off the work of somebody previously.
Yeah.
So I'm kicking that one off the hill right now. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. I love the original. No one has played this game. It is an Xbox exclusive, like, horror action game. I have not found a single person who has played this game.
So why
So,
is it here?
because Microsoft has money.
So what's like a dragon?
Okay. The
I
original.
like dragons.
Oh god, you had to ask this one. Okay. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth.
Am I gonna regret this?
Oh boy. Gameplay trailer.
Peggy 18.
Like a dragon is going places. Bask in the tropical sun, take in the ocean breeze, and join Ichiban as he explores paradise on a mission to find his mother. Alone, far from home, without a penny to his name, he must rise from rock bottom. So pack your bags and get ready. You're going to Hawaii.
Japanese.
Is that a hoverboard?
So, Japanese man on search of his mother goes to Hawaii. I'll tell you
I
this.
was expecting.
This is actually a sequel. Now, the reason... Okay. And so, you won't know this, but the reason it's called Like a Dragon, okay, is because this is a game about a guy who's taking over a game series that existed before called Yakuza. And it was about a Yakuza and all the adventures and misadventures and all the problems he went through and all the struggles. He was an absolute ass kicker and was just a really good... Kiryu was an amazing character. Okay? Survived so much stuff, and it was eventually, I believe, it's cancer that's going to be killing him.
Of course.
Now, that being said, Ichiban here, our main character with the afro, a Japanese man with an afro, no less, basically was kind of delusional in the head, and is basically them taking the Yakuza game and making it an RPG. But an RPG in a modern setting. And it's Like a Dragon is because the main character of the Yakuza series was known as the Dragon of Dojima. So, this is like a dragon. He's not Kiryu, he's like Kiryu, or at least he thinks he is.
It's a joke.
Yes.
Complete with a dynamic weather system, the sights and sounds of Hawaii have been faithfully recreated in painstaking detail. It's shaping up to be the biggest adventure yet. The combat system where characters duke it out in action-packed RPG battles will get your blood pumping. You can move your character during their turn and take full advantage of your enemy's position to obliterate them. Kazuma Kiryu is back and ready to rumble, and he's got plenty of tricks up his sleeve. Awaken his fighting spirit and unleash mayhem in real time. Crush your enemies with overwhelming power. Additionally, by taking tours only available in Hawaii, you can change into brand new jobs. Samurai, Desperado, Geodancer, Pyro Dancer, Housekeeper, Action Star. Many more exciting jobs are waiting to be discovered. Observe, listen, or just have fun, and find your career of choice. Houndmaids, A summoning service that can turn the tide of battle is back and better than ever. Choose from a legendary lineup of allies and iconic blasts from the past.
君の瞳に乾杯。
公務執行妨害でしょっていたる。
派手に決めてやるぜ。決めてやる。
Deepen your bonds with your party as you travel throughout the world. Every experience makes Ichiban and his friends grow stronger. Build your party up and wipe out any foes in your path.
Let's crazy! Are you ready? Yep.
There's no shortage of side experiences either. Take Crazy Delivery, a game about shredding on a bike, gathering food for customers, performing insane tricks, and finishing the job in style. Fight it out in Sujimon battles. You can recruit Sujimon U5 and hit them head-to-head in intense combat. Raise your Sujimon, hone their skills, and leave your rivals wailing in defeat. Aim for the top and become the strongest Sujimon manager. Mismatch. Create your profile the way you want it, and put your chatting skills to the test to lighten up the mood. Will you be able to meet the girl of your dreams? Every nook and cranny of town has a new surprise waiting in store. Karaoke offers an incredible selection of songs to sing to your heart's content.
Oh yeah!
What's more, Sega Bass Fishing, Spike Out, and many other classic games return in this title. You'll never run out of games to play. Featuring extreme battles with a world-class locale as the backdrop. And tons of mesmerizing content. Ryuga Gotoku Studio brings you the ultimate entertainment. Go take a trip on the wild side. Like a dragon, infinite wealth.
So he's in Hawaii with no money, trying to find his mom. So he just starts like becoming super powerful and wealthy.
Eventually, I'll put it this way: he's in the first game. You went from being like a scapegoated. In the first game, he basically was scapegoated as a crime he didn't commit to save. He was a Yakuza who got scapegoated to so his son, so the son of his, the head of his clan could get off. And was basically thrown under the bus and forgotten and given no money. So you spent the entire game trying to build up money by doing every odd job and, thing you could to survive.
Okay.
And to the point where he actually became a politician for a short time just to try and, show up the clan head's son.
Right.
And of course he didn't get elected. But it was just one of those things of he is like the most positive person in the goddamn universe. Where it isn't until the son literally looks at him and just about shanks him before he will say, "Okay, you're kind of a bad person."
I didn't get that from that.
I know you did. I know you don't. They didn't really focus on Ichiban's perspective, but Ichiban is kind of delusional. Like, the entirety of the... Like, I'll put it this way. The entirety of the first game, the RPG thing, like, there's supposedly... Everyone else sees regular fist fights. Ichiban's the only one who sees it as RPG mechanics, only because he's that obsessed with Dragon Quest games.
Okay.
So that's the double entendre of Like a Dragon is he thinks he's like Kiryu. He's like Kiryu because he's the main character, and he likes Dragon Quest. So in other words, he is just delusional enough that it's a fun perspective character to have.
Does he find his mom?
I don't know. I didn't play Infinite Wealth, but you know what? You talking with you about it, I'm going to give it to Infinite Wealth, if for nothing else, then the world of Ichiban is still so hilarious.
Okay.
Alright. And best art direction. Yeah, for outstanding creative and technical achievement in artistic design and in animation. I'm not going to give it to Elden Ring based solely on the fact that art direction wasn't the strong point of that area.
Mm-hmm.
It was mostly the gameplay and the fun and the alterations. The actual direction and art is alright, but not the focus of it. So, no, in this case, Black Myth Wukong would definitely be nice. We've already seen that. Metaphor, we also saw some fantastic art direction and design. Technical achievement, making so many characters out of this Astrobot design and making so many different fun ones. Neva. Wolf.
Different.
Alright. Let's see. Any really good Neva trailers? Okay, gameplay trailer. So, what do you think? Big Wolfie?
It looks cool.
Yeah, but remember, and that's the thing, we're in art direction. So, you know, visually speaking, which speaks to you more? The big wolf with branches? The, you know, unique and visual design and metaphor? Or just the stunning, like, sharpness of Black Myth, do you think?
I think the wolf is more my personal style, but I think achievement-wise it would go to Black Myth, because, like, look at that. They put
that much
so much into it.
Okay, so we'll go with Black Myth. I can live with that. Especially some of the armor designs, like, just to show you off. Black Myth Kong armor sets. Because, like, just to give you an idea, some of the armor set details, like they made a ton of different clothing and options for him.
Yeah, and that takes heart.
Yeah, that takes a lot of work. Okay. Black Myth gets it. And ooh, best score in music. Okay, see, this is where Silent Hill 2 is back on the menu, because Silent Hill 2, it does not have good music. It is not music you will listen to on its own. But the ambience they set up with the music is fantastic. It's where, because you're in a desolate, creepy town filled with monsters that you have to brutalize your way through as you are trying to find the wife you believe is in the town somewhere. And all the audio, that is one thing I will give them. Silent Hill 2's audio moment to moment, is fantastic. Like, I'm just gonna pick random Silent Hill 2 remake. Just see if we can find a random scene for it, because that's 2 remake. No commentary. Yep. So full game, no commentary. Just pick a random point here.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Okay. Just hearing him walking.
Yeah.
Like, and again, you're in a desolate, lonely town. You're by yourself. The shifting of his coat. That little gasp. But you see what I mean? Just little things like that. Just trying to see if I can... But you see what I mean? You're not going to listen to that music on its own.
Oh.
But it does stand out. I'm going to just pick a random... Okay, Metaphor Refantasio, because I don't know its music that well. Refantasio, okay, Battle Theme, what you'll be listening to the most, right? Because that's where you spend most of your time in an RPG, is in fights. So what do you think?
Till the chanting.
That threw you off?
A little. I'm like imagining it in like a battle scene, and then all of a sudden there's just this guy chanting. I was like, where did he come from? What's he doing here? What is he saying?
Rebirth, battle theme. Let's try that one. Mostly just because I want to hear it again, because I have the main theme, battle theme. Bill, yeah, see the problem, okay. Yeah, see the main theme isn't, yeah. Otherwise, I have to stop myself or else I'll get really into it. We already showed Puppetry, so you get an idea of just how bouncy and happy the music is in Astrobot.
Mm-hmm.
Stellar Blade. Oh, boy. People spend so much time staring at that woman's ass. Blade OST. Okay. Okay, battle theme. There is a... Okay. Because... Stellar Blade... Okay, a specific... Alright, we'll just pick random. Silent Street Battle, sure. Okay, very EDM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about what I figured. It's very EDM heavy. I could tell, just from the designs, it always felt like it was going to be very EDM. And best score, yeah. Okay, for outstanding use, okay, best score in music, you have to remember, is best music actively. So, audio design would go to Silent Hill 2.
Oh, what it's asking, right?
Yeah, but that's not what they're asking. They're asking what the actual music from it would be. Like, I'm almost tempted to go for Metaphor, just because, you know what? The chanting is odd, but it is ballsy as all get out to include chanting in your battle theme. Like, that's not something most will do.
It worked.
Yeah. And, like, it had that high energy, and, yeah, we'll give it to Metaphor. Next category. Best audio design. Okay. Sorry, I'm not a gun nut, so Call of Duty gets kicked off the hill. Well, I made the argument, and that's in-game audio and sound design. I already made the argument. So, Silent Hill 2? Yeah, because now they're asking, like, the general sound design and the appropriateness.
The ambient.
Yeah. Okay. Best performance. Oh, no. Okay. Brianna White in Final Fantasy VII. Oh, I wish they'd tell you who they were playing. Luke. Okay, so IMDb, I suppose. All right. So who we looking at? Best performance of Brianna White. Oh, Aerith. Okay. Oh, they even include clips. Well, perfect.
The power of film is connection.
It's about the smiles, the sadness, the greatness, the triumphs, and sometimes just the regular days. It's the stories that people tell about the lives we live.
It's upon us.
Oh, no, they don't. Okay, they don't. I was hoping
They just include the entire trailer.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, maybe they'll include the actual... Okay. So she played Aerith, so... Just to give an idea... All Aerith. Let that be a... Let that be a goddamn testament to how obsessed some people are with this character. They cut all her cutscenes together to one video. Yeah, no, okay. No, we don't have a really good scene with her. Okay. Oh, okay. Remake all Aerith and Cloud flirting scenes.
You.
Huh? A flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
So, Brianna White as Aerith. She does a fantastic job. Then we have Hannah Tell in Life is Strange Double Exposure. I didn't play that, so... I'm not... Are you familiar with the Life is Strange at all? Oh, did I lose you?
Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Hannah, Life is Strange.
Not familiar with any of these, I think.
Okay, Life is Strange. Sort of a awkward, like, adventure, like puzzle games almost. I can't really say I'd vote for that. Humberly Gonzalez, Star Wars Outlaws. She puts in some good work, but that game has many flaws. Her acting wasn't part of it, though. The game just had a lot of gameplay downfalls. Plus, it was a Star Wars game where you don't play as like a Jedi or some major Imperial figure.
You play as
a regular rogue, like a random roguish lady who looking to get off the planet and try and make her fortune. She has a cute little pet that helps her out, and yeah. So basically, the equivalent of female Han Solo.
Cool.
Yeah. Luke Roberts. Let's see. What does he play in Silent Hill? Probably the main guy. I would assume. James Sunderland. I assume. I keep spacing out Roberts. That's why, because his last name is so. Yeah, he plays. Yeah, so he plays James Sunderland. Definitely a good. Like, his performance isn't the downfall to that game. Melina Juergens for playing the main character of Senua's Saga. Like I said, no one played that game. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to fall back to my favorite. Innovation and accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. I got nothing on this one. So...
I need more.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, we'll go by rule of cool at this point. Which game title sounds coolest to you? Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age, The Veilguard, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, and Star Wars Outlaws.
Dragon one does sound interesting.
Okay. I'll go with that. I got nothing on this one. I'm sorry. This is just one of those, okay. Innovation is accessibility. The only thing I know about it is I watched someone play some of this, and apparently there's a lot of settings that let you alter the RPG difficulty. So you can make it as challenging or as not challenging as most people do, as they want. For thought-provoking games with pro-social meaning or message. Most of these I haven't played. So you know what? We're going to go for the default, the closest thing to Black Panther. Tales of Kenzera Zao, which was basically a action platformer based on African myths.
Colors.
Yeah. We'll go with that. Mostly because some of these are just... I'm not going to go in depth because, let's be honest, some of these don't really need it. Oh god. Best ongoing game. Awarded for a game, outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Brought to you by No Man's Sky, so we don't have to vote for you again. Alright. Destiny 2. A mutual friend of ours, Pat, would vote for Destiny 2. Diablo... I don't know. Diablo, it's top-down hack and slash. The award-winning Final Fantasy XIV that has an available demo you can try right now. Sorry, I can't do the whole meme.
Fortnite?
Fortnite. I don't know. Am I Zoomer enough to honestly vote for Fortnite? I don't know. I don't think I have enough Zoomer blood. I was born in the 80s. Well, 88.
I don't know.
Helldivers 2. You ever watch Starship Troopers?
No.
Okay, it's basically... It's based on a novel that was basically that was supposed to be parodying how over the top and stupid some of the blind patriotism gets. Okay. Actually, just any of the Helldivers 2. There's 2 trailers. The fight for the trailer's called "The Fight for Freedom Begins."
Oh.
The Federation of Super-Earth, keeping managed democracy safe with the lives of our heroes, protecting freedom from tyranny with the gentle touch of an iron fist. But Liberty's enemies march ever closer. Together, we must take back control of freedom.
Together for managed democracy.
Together for victory.
Together for liberty.
Together for liberty.
Together, they fight for freedom. Will you? Enlist in the galaxy's elite fighting force. Work together to protect your future. Dispense peace with the ultimate weaponry. Become a legend. Join the Helldivers, the galaxy's last line of offense. Pre-order now.
Yeah, Helldivers 2 is just... They're not subtle in anything they do. It's supposed to be really fun, though.
Feel like my dad might. He'd play it. I don't know if he'd like it. I don't know, but I don't know. I thought of my dad.
Yeah. Well, all right. So in honor of your dad, Helldivers 2. Best community support. Recognize a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and the game update patches. Okay. Now this is where you get into two big actual hitters here. They're actually on the opposite sides, too. This is funny. No Man's Sky has had so many updates, and Hello Games is amazing at updating this game and adding new things. The game is completely unrecognizable from its original version to the version you have now. And yet, all the same, the game is just bumming around the galaxy and just doing shit because you can.
Very stress-free.
Yes, it is. It is very much... It's the reason I don't play Minecraft. It is because that game is basically Minecraft. On the other end of the spectrum, Baldur's Gate 3. You have more than likely seen stuff about Baldur's Gate 3 and not recognized what it's from.
Probably. I recognize the name, but don't know anything about it.
Like, if I could ever drag you along, I'd love to see your response to making a character on this game. This is one of those, you get to create your main character if you want to.
Fun.
And watching you go OCD on it would be hilarious. I'll put it this way. You see everyone you see on the picture there?
Mm-hmm.
They're all romanceable.
Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, this was a company that they made... This is, like, I can't I can't be upset about it, but the funniest thing about this game will remain the truth that they made a glitch when the game first came out that made basically you bypassed a lot of steps, so a lot of characters were like a lot of the class were basically trying to jump your bones from like the first chapter. And come to find out that was a glitch and a mistake they made where you were getting huge relationship values you weren't meant to have.
Supposed to be a slow burn.
Yes.
Oh no.
So it's one of those. The fact they fixed it and they did react to everyone going, no, that was a feature.
Like, no, we wanted that.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Baldur's Gate 3 for the horny vote.
You just start playing and all of a sudden everybody's like flirting with you. Like,
yep.
It's like every single person is like, hold on. I just got here.
Yeah.
I just got here.
Yes, and that's what. By the way, one in the center is a vampire.
Oh no.
Yes.
Why is there always a vampire?
Well, he's only like half vampire, like a lesser one, but still.
No.
Still, camp is fucking, yeah. I will admit, for my playthrough, I ended up going with our green skin lady over here. The only reason I went with her is because I could tell from the beginning of the story, we were going to fuck up her worldview. Like, like, you find out early on she is part of a race of people who are dedicated to this, what they call the Lich Queen. And, you know...
Just sounds bad.
Yeah, but she's immortal, and she's extremely powerful, and basically she's had her entire species under lock and key for a long time. And the story, and she's intimately tied in with the whole story arc. Because the start of the Baldur's Gate 3, you basically have a Mind Flayer worm, which are these squid face people. They have their worms attached into your brain. And if you don't get it out, eventually it's going to turn you into a squid face Mind Flayer.
What are the worms doing?
They basically transform your entire body eventually. But they give you psychic powers as they're doing it.
Huh.
But either way, it's just one of those. Yeah, everyone there is romanceable. I was actually originally aiming for the goth girl on the right hand side, but when I realized how fucked Lae'zel was, I was like, no, I'll be the romance partner to help her through the transition of figuring out, oh, everything I've lived for and everything I believe my entire life is a lie.
She's gonna need some support.
Yeah. So I went with her. I was tempted by Will. Will is one of the funniest characters because he is basically the goodest good boy. But for the sake of trying to do good, he made a pact with a demon and sold his soul.
Oh.
But he did so in a way that he wrote a contract that he's not supposed to be able to harm anyone with a heart or soul. So she can't order him. Basically, because demons work on contracts. So he wrote his contract so that he would never have to harm anyone with a heart or, a living person. So,
and what can he do?
Oh, he can hunt any, abomination and monsters. Like, anyone evil, he has free reign to go completely whole hog on. So the demoness uses him to hunt, rival monsters and other things.
Oh, still good boy.
Oh, yes, good as good boy, but did sell his soul to evil to do good things. Which makes him, the dark, conflicted, kind of loner. Always kind of
Is he stupid?
No.
Oh.
Nope, he is not.
Okay. So
nope.
this was a calculated decision.
Yep.
Ah.
And he doesn't regret it. The funniest part is, though I will say this, I will always love Baldur's Gate 3 because there is an optional boss fight that has its own custom song. And I remember smiling so hard when I heard this because it is the person you literally have to go, like, the game warns you actively to try and make you avoid this boss fight. Because they keep telling you throughout you have to, go to hell, literally. You're going to hell to save someone who has been basically sold off to a demon, and you basically are looking to save them and get out. If you take too long and do too much stuff, the demon whose house you invade comes back. So,
well, yeah.
So you have the option, and they actively tell you, leave. Leave now before he gets there. Leave. I'm me. Of course I stayed. I took my time and did everything I could on my way back. So he shows up. And this is the song that kicks in Raphael's final act. This is the face of the demon. I love it.
In the cause, curtain falls, but hold your applause. Squirm, squirm, for now down here come the claws.
Like that intro.
Talk about a dramatic entrance.
Look at the man. He is nothing but a dramatic fucking act. The song is called Raphael's Final Act. This man has spent the entire time speaking in metaphors, stage metaphors. Basically trying to entice you to... He's literally spent the entire game trying to entice you to sell your soul to him, so he'll take the worm out of your head. Like, the man is dramatic, if nothing else. Of course.
Looks dramatic.
Oh, God, yes. Yeah, no. Absolute fantastic. And I will stand by the thought of, I love that boss fight. I nearly died twice over on that fight. There is literally an ability that is basically a cleric can use where basically you call for the hand of God to heal everyone and reset the fight. I had to do that twice to beat him. But I did, and I got out of hell with everything.
Nice.
And I'm like, that was the funny, and that's the only thing that made me kind of sad, is because the cleric we were there to save, It was her one-time use and one of my own clerics one-time use I had to use. And I mean that you only get one use of it throughout the entire game. It is the only... You get one use of God Save Me.
Literally.
Literal act of God saves me. But the cleric did die. The cleric did die after that, and I felt really bad about it, but it was like... It was such a fun fight. I didn't have any regrets about it, and I could have reloaded, but it was like, no, I accept this. She gave her life to save us after we saved her.
You stayed there so that fight would happen, so...
Yeah. Yeah.
You literally asked for it.
Yep, and I accept what happened. Oh, no. Best Independent Game. For outstanding creative technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. Animal Well. Kangaroo stares at you intently. UFO 50. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I've never even heard of that game. The title's awesome. Lorelei's and the Laser Eyes. What is this?
It's like a Dr. Seuss book or something.
I've been asked to approach you about a project related to events in 1847, 1963, 2014, and one happening in the very near future. At least 2 individuals in Europe are confirmed to be involved, but ties with several international contractors have been identified. The financing of the venture has been traced to a US-based corporation. You can expect to be contacted by them soon. They will possibly hire an actor to communicate with you through a video. This video is designed to gauge your interest in interpreting patterns, and solving puzzles.
Because of the metaphysical aspects related to the project, they may also want to test your receptiveness to unconventional concepts.
To gain your trust, this person might offer their unsolicited advice or ask you questions about your dreams and memories, but you will likely never see the face of the person speaking. My personal advice is not to play along with their strange game. You're being led around in a maze of deceptions. Think back on when they first tried to contact you. Do you remember? Do you remember the maze? 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 Do you remember the maze?
Doggo?
Huh?
There was a dog on the last part of that trailer.
I did see the dog.
I don't know.
Did the dog have laser eyes?
No. So I feel kind of betrayed because I didn't see anyone with laser eyes.
I was expecting a cool lady named Lorelei.
And laser vision of some kind. As being lied to. You know what? We beat up on them earlier, so I'll throw them a bone. They get best independent game. Balatro. Poker. Why not? Best debut. Jesus. What the fuck? You basically asked me the same goddamn... Okay. For new independent studio, same basic thing. I'll give him the Plucky Squire. Just because, like you said, we need more positive games. And Plucky Squire is a positive game. The name alone says it all. He's plucky, and he's just out there trying to do his best.
Get him.
Yeah. Mobile game. Oh, God. Okay, I don't play mobile games, so. Okay. AFK Journey.
Careful.
What'd you say?
I was gonna say you can't really go wrong with Pokemon. Pokemon seems safe.
Pokemon does seem safe. I was gonna say, actually, the other one I was gonna say is Zenless Zone Zero. Because I did play that on my PS5 for a bit. It's not the greatest game. It honestly gets kind of repetitive for me. And the character designs, I think I've showed you some of the character designs in it. Let's see.
There.
Oh, I know what I'll show you. I'll show you the meme video. The official trailer for Bernice.
Give me a mug of your finest. You got it. You know, sighing like that will make even the best nitro fuel taste like regret. So before you drink, we gotta take care of whatever's troubling you. What can I get for you? A drink? Some snacks? Oh, a little flames! Mocktails, mixers, eyes. The snacks are real nice. Sodas, how much dry. I'm lit, you can't deny. Wherever you want, wherever you need. So could you never, ever want to leave? Anything that you desire, set it on fire. Huh? Now you can drink. Bernice passed out on the counter again?
She was up all night chatting with her friends again.
Where was that? Seriously? All right, lend me a hand. I'll take her home. Watch it. Careful of the troll. Ew, the troll.
Now, the actual gameplay is mostly just like fighting random monsters. But yeah, like you said, couldn't really go wrong with Pokemon. We'll go with Pokemon. The thing I don't touch. VR. You know what? Just because it's based on the novel Metro Awakening. You pass out on me?
Didn't know any of those games.
Yeah, no worries. Best action game. Okay, again, kicking. I don't care about gunplay, so Black Ops, no. Helldivers, nah. Stellar.
Also kind of gun.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna give it. The only game I actually played here is Black Myth Wukong. But once again, bringing up our friend Pat, he got Warhammer Space Marine and loved it. And you know what? From the joy he spent blowing, chopping up aliens, I'm gonna go for that. Space Marine 2.
For Pat.
For Pat. Best action adventure. Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Admittedly, it's the first Zelda game where Zelda is the main protagonist. We've had how many years? Oh, Jesus, I don't want to think about the... When did the first Zelda come out? Zelda... NES launch date. Feb 1986. So that's what? 40 almost 40 years of games, and Zelda finally becomes the protagonist 38 years in.
The injustice.
Almost 40 years, and she finally gets her own main game. So, for women's rights, we'll go for Zelda. 38 years to get her. Well, okay.
She got it, though.
Yeah, she finally got one. Oh, God. For best game designed with rich player customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. Best RPG. Okay, just point blank, it's definitely FF7 Rebirth or Shadow of the Erdtree. Now, this is an actual close one. I mean, Rebirth has, I believe, 7 playable characters, all of which get a time to shine and be on the main screen. And you even get sections specifically allowing you to basically move along, to experience and learn how they play. This is because on the latter half of the game, the next sequel to this that will conclude the series, it's going to be more focused on the other cast by necessity, by the fact that the main character gets KO'd for a while. So Cloud gets KO'd for a while, and everyone else is going to have to take the reins. So... But Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, that gave us... basically justified several options, but introduced several pain-in-the-ass enemies nobody likes to deal with. Like, they're called furnace golems, and they're these giant monsters that just... they suck to fight.
But yeah, it would suck fighting any kind of giant monster, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but these ones are like this.
Oh.
Now here's the really fucked up part about them. There are 2 different versions. The one where I have shown you a picture of here is the type you can't. Isn't the type you can. There are certain ones where they have weaker bands around their feet, and you literally just have to keep smacking them in the ankles till they fall over and then hit them in the face head up here.
Out at the ankle?
Yeah, basically. The problem is the game never gives you any real indication you're doing anything to them by hitting them in the ankle, so it took a long time for me to realize that's how you're supposed to kill them. That, and the fact that there are certain ones where they have more protective bands around the ankles, that don't do that. For those, you actually have to throw pots into the top of their on their open furnace, and it makes them go out for a bit. And you basically have to chuck these giant pots in there till they basically are smothered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, it sucks. They just suck. Like, there's even a point where they give you this high cliff that stands taller than the monster to be able to chuck down into them. These things have a jump attack where they literally jump up and swipe at you.
Those things can jump?
Thank you! The realization that these the realization that these fucking things can jump. So, I'm going to give it to Rebirth myself. I can see arguments for Shadow of the Erdtree, definitely. But I didn't play Infinite Wealth or Like a Dragon or Metaphor, so I can't really say for them. I go with what I know. And besides, this was a true RPG. They had so much side shit you get to do with. I mean, I don't know if you remember this. Remember the fucking trailer video, but we did get the chance to actually even swim with a dolphin for a bit for a game. That is a storyline bit you have to do.
Cool.
Best fighting game. For best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat. I'll be perfectly honest, I played none of the... Again, we're in the point where this is not my genre. So picking on Rule of Cool, I'd go with Tekken 8. Because, I'm sorry, Multiverses... I mean, the fact they're using the Powerpuff Girls as the front-facing for a fighting game, which on some level makes sense, but eh. Marvel vs. Capcom fighting games, in honor of the fact I've never done an Infinite, no. And Dragon Ball Z, the straight man's anime. I'm sorry, that's what I always view Dragon Ball as, the straight man's anime.
I haven't seen it, but I can totally see it.
It's dudes fighting dudes.
Yep.
And who can hit the hardest wins. Like, honestly, I don't want... I almost... Like, the funny part is, the original Dragon Ball was actually more of a comedy series. It wasn't until it became Dragon Ball Z where they started being all super serious about all the fighting, and yeah, it just it turned into dudes fighting dudes. I'm gonna give it to Tekken if for no other reason than it is the only fighting game where there is an in-game there is a storyline tournament that you can actually affect. Like, you get to pick who's fighting in the tournament and who wins.
Ooh, fighting and story.
Yes. Really good integration and just overall well done. It's cheesy, it's stupid, but it's well done. So, for story integration into your fighting, you get that. Because, like, it's things like, if you took a hit in the cutscene, you would start with a little less HP. And that's what I want in a fighting game story. It's like, give me a reason, you know? Oh no, best family game. For the best game appropriate for family play irrespective of genre or platform. Basically, what can you sit around with a bunch of friends and play with your family?
I feel like anything Mario.
Are you familiar with what the Mario Party? Are you familiar with what the Mario Party curse is?
No.
Mario Party is the game that ends friendships.
Ozuno.
Like Mario Party clips, Jamboree, clips. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay.
You played Mario Party. We played it earlier this
I've
year.
played, but not Jamboree. I don't know what I need to do, man.
Are you in the party plaza, like the hub?
Uh-oh. I may have just entered a balloon.
Oh my god, we're all here.
Yay!
Hello.
And it seems like there's...
Look at us.
We're
like
here.
Colorful.
So everyone's here, right? They're all having a good time. But by the way, bottom right corner, classy editing. They're the ones who did the editing for this video, right? This is one game of Mario Party that they played, right? I'm going to go to about 20 minutes in. So about a third of the way through the video.
Your gameplay thing is you hold A to like...
Catch up.
My Yoshi just didn't eat fruit! Like the entire video!
He's not hungry.
Yeah.
You're not
He's already
hungry.
by it, dude. I can't wait to use this ability to pass somebody. You guys are all next to each other. I'm on the other side of the planet.
I can't do my master plan now because I was gonna have him for the boo shop here. I can still steal a star.
Not it.
Not it.
Oh, sorry, Shen. Didn't say not it. That's how it works.
Daniel?
Shen didn't say not it.
Daniel?
She does have the most money.
Remember that I am an artist and I can draw you pregnant.
Oh my god.
20 minutes in.
I saw you send me that message like after our conversation the other day.
Yep.
I went back and I saw it.
This is what it's from. This is the Mario Party curse. 40 minutes in.
That's insane, dude.
The rich get richer.
He's still got the most money.
Wow.
Oh no, that's so far away from me.
Oh, you have to go around. I see. Okay.
Don't want another
All
pipe? Shen, you feeling
Pipe.
okay?
Have what?
Oh, well,
This is awkward. Yeah, it was only...
Buy it and immediately toss it away.
No, your coin.
Yeah, your coin. You'll never recover.
Oh no.
All right, everybody, eat the rich. This is where we sue him for all he owes.
Huzzah!
All right, gang, take him for all he owns.
No, my net worth.
That's
Whoa!
Wall
The
Street.
lag! Oh.
40 minutes. Oh, and the hour mark.
There we go. Oh!
Let's go!
All right.
I tried. All right.
That's quite disappointing.
It's not disappointing. Ray literally did it for us.
You guys should stop because I did it for the bit, right? So you guys
Sorry,
should
you're
try
right.
and, like,
Wow.
All right,
You got
we'll
such
lay
a
off-
big dick,
we'll lay
Ray.
off the bullet.
Yeah, you guys just lay off for like...
Going into a comp, but my cringe comp.
I'll
Hey,
be looking.
Joe Cat, remember me, the Let's Play guy?
Oh man.
Come on, say your
I love
funny
that.
phrases.
Hey.
Come on, say your
Oh,
funny
that's
hey,
great.
whoa,
Yeah, you
whoa.
were really good at Call
Flint
of Duty.
Cole, dude. Anybody?
Oh man, I
Gavin,
remember
no.
Flint Cole. When are you gonna
Yeah.
go back to play Minecraft again, man?
I'd rather drown.
Yeah. Mario Party is the game that ends and makes people just cringe and just horrible things to each other. So obviously it's the fantastic family game. Princess Peach showed...
Survive that.
Uh,
Yo, Peach got her own game too.
Yes. She is on stage shows.
Yo.
Yep, this year...
Wait, what?
Oh, okay. That's why I was about to pull it up. Princess Peach. Showtime trailer. Yep. The official trailer.
Didn't just make all of her costumes pink.
Nope. They gave her various colors. And basically she plays a bunch of stage show roles for like literal stage shows. So I'm probably going to give it to Mario Party Jamboree just because it is a fantastic game that will... You know what? You play it with your racist uncle and you just make a point of going, well, I don't know, just you seem to get bad rolls. And, it's nothing against that, as you've stolen stars repeatedly from him every round.
Ah, tough luck, man.
Yeah.
Tough luck.
Yeah, no, it's just bad luck, man. That's all it is. For the sake of getting...
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's for the sake of getting back to at every racist uncle. There you go. Best Sim Strategy Game. This is actually going to be rough for me, because I played 2 of these and I loved both. Unicorn Overlord, which is a beautiful hand-drawn game. Like, that is... I cannot get over how beautiful the art is on it. And is interesting strategy because you don't... Like, for the battles, you don't actually control the characters. You don't give commands. You set up the party, and they fight automatically based on the settings you've set up. So, they basically have their own will, and you just set up the conditions, and then they just go at it. And Kinitsugami, Path of the Goddess, which is you're controlling some minions as you basically try to guide this dancing goddess up this mountain to basically get rid of the monster that has taken over the sacred mountain. And it's basically like an aggressive tower defense, where you're just moving up, and the minions you use, can have various weapons and techniques and masks they wear that give them different abilities.
G1.
Which one?
Age of Mythology. I like mythology.
Oh, yeah. Age of Mythology is... Okay, have you ever heard of Age of Empires?
Yes.
Okay, it's Age of Empires, but just using like fantasy units based on various mythologies. Basically Norse, Greek, and Egyptian. It's not bad, and it's just I wasn't big on it just because, well, it came out after Age of Empires, and I remember playing that more. Like, okay, the one thing I'll give you to show you this is Unicorn Overlord's art style.
Unicorn Overlord, that idea just kind of makes me laugh.
Well,
it just sounds interesting.
Oh, yeah. Well, here, the art style. Again, this is all hand-drawn.
The people of Cornea are suffering, crying out for whatever help will hear their pleas. Should I turn a deaf ear to those voices, I would have little and less claim to the crown I feel is mine. That, and I owe it to my mother to see them safe. We march to vanquish Galerius and free all nations of Fevrith alike.
You have quite the grand vision for yourself. You would charge ahead knowing well the severity of our struggles?
As much as it hurts to admit it, I could never pose a threat to Zenoira on my own.
I'll never deserve your trust again.
Now, take your stations.
These beasts have proven unfit to govern themselves time and time again.
I'm glad to have reached this conclusion.
Now then, the hour has come. There are those among Galerius's adherents who willfully chose to betray the Queen those long years ago. I fear we have no hope of avoiding conflict with such traitors.
Fly your crest, cross the banner of the liberation. Spearhead the rebellion against Zenoira. and you will surely find kindred spirits ready to take arms in your name.
What say we sing this hymn together?
I want to do what I can to end this war for good.
After what they've done for us, our friends here are honorary Bestrels.
This time, my arrows shall support your march.
The earth may be theirs, but the heavens will surely favor those who stand for justice. Which is precisely why I'll need your help. I'd count you among our allies as well. Come, help us topple Zenoira's wicked reign.
For the kingdom of Drakenhold, we shall never fail.
Did you really think we'd let these atrocities go unpunished?
And not a soul among us desires liberation.
Prepare to breathe your last, Keith. And if anyone's capable of stopping Galerius, it's you. Come back to me, Savior of Febrith.
I had to buy this game because, if nothing else, the company that makes it, Vanillaware, they only make one game every few years. And these games are all fucking beautiful hand-drawn pieces of art. And
Obviously care about putting all the work in.
yes. Like, you can see the animations are very, I won't deny the animation is stiff. But considering the complexity...
Yeah, and you can get away with that.
Yeah, and that's
stuff like this.
Yeah, no, and that's where I absolutely adore it, and that's where it's like, I definitely, if I'm gonna give it to anything, it's gonna be Unicorn Overlord. Kunitsugami though has a soft spot in my heart for one reason. It is a fantastic game that threw me off guard musically. Because it's a very traditional Japanese game. Lots of flutes, drums, very Japanese sound. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Path of the Goddess. OST. Bots. I believe it's Batsu? What's it called? OST. Bupuso Batsu. Okay, so you can, very traditional Japanese sound, right? This is the first major story boss's theme.
Not bad.
No. Like, that will always make me laugh of just, like, most songs are just...
Go from this to that?
Yes. Bear in mind, that's a boss fight, so, you're supposed to be high energy. But it is, you can go from that to that. Yeah. So for the actual gameplay focused on real turn, I'm going to go for Unicorn Overlord. But I had to at least bring that up because that is always going to have a place in my heart. Kunitsugami was a lot of fun. Sports ball.
Thank
you. I got nothing. This is not my domain.
Nope.
And we already did fighting games, so WWE I pass. You know what? Tennis. It's got a woman on the cover. Tennis. Best multiplayer. I'm sorry to be repetitive, but Mario Party.
Mario.
Yeah, Mario.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Mario Party.
It's just the chaos.
Yes. Best oh no. Oh boy. Recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game and another entertainment medium. I don't have Netflix, so I haven't watched like most of this. Like, I keep hearing about how good Arcane is, and I really need to sit down and listen.
Same.
You know what? For the sake of everyone who talks
Lara Croft. Lara Croft is awesome.
Okay, so we're down to Arcane versus Tomb Raider. That makes this easier. That means I can just look up trailers. Arcane Season 2 trailer.
You were right, Kate. My sister is gone. There's only Jinx now.
I want to tear that laugh from her throat forever.
I'm ready.
To return peace to this city, you must declare martial law.
Topside is the real enemy. You have the chance to rally the Undercity together. You're a symbol. So what are you planning?
Watch it all burn.
You felt it, haven't you?
The Arcane is waking up. Sometimes taking a leap forward means leaving a few things behind. This has to end.
Then stop me.
I've really just got to bite the bullet.
Looks so cool.
God, yes. Oh, God, I've really got to... Yeah, that's one of those... Okay, eventually here, I do just need to sit down, binge it, and just be done with it. Alright, Tomb Raider, The Legend of...
So cool. So cool, but I have no context.
Me neither. I only played like an hour of League at one point. Lara Croft trailer. Okay, so how does this one hold up?
I've at least watched the movies.
The Tomb Raider movies?
Yeah, with Angelina Jolie.
Ah, okay, yeah. I remember watching the first one.
What is it you're running from? If it's your past, your demons will always find you. Miss Croft.
History doesn't always tell us the whole truth. Because the real truth is too difficult for most to bear. I have to figure out what this is all about.
Sounds like you could use some help.
Jonah!
I'm looking for something connected to my past. Something important. Why is everything so dramatic with you? I ask myself that all the time.
I have a bad feeling about this.
We need a new plan.
Run!
This is new.
Sometimes I swear you have a death wish.
Maybe you do.
I think we got off on the wrong foot, Miss Croft.
You mean you trying to kill me?
Something like that. You are nothing.
You're a poison.
The thief is dead.
No. I'm a survivor.
Do you trust me?
Of course.
Always.
I brought this. You're gonna need it.
I'm gonna go Arcane, but both look fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think Arcane just was a little bit higher than.
And the only thing that gets me is it comes from League of Legends, which is just this most toxic of fucking games. Oh well. Most anticipated game. Ooh. Okay.
I know none of these.
Okay.
Oh. Grand Theft Auto's at least familiar.
It's Grand Theft Auto, though, so unfortunately,
Yeah.
I'm an old school gamer. No, thank you. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I don't own a Switch, and until I see the controller for the Switch 2, that game doesn't exist yet. Because if you've seen the Switch, right, the little tiny controllers, you've seen how big my hands are. Can you imagine me trying to hold that goddamn little controller with? I can't imagine a comfortable way to hold that thing.
Yeah, it looked really small.
Yeah, no, So until I see what the Switch 2 is going to have as far as controller options, Metroid Prime 4 doesn't exist for me.
Okay.
Monster Hunter Wilds. It's Monster Hunter. It's so fucking good. If I had to pick one, though, it's probably Death Stranding 2, which you may not realize I'm currently actually streaming the original Death Stranding. I'm doing on my usual daily streams. And basically, you're a delivery man. You play this man, Sam Bridges, and you're in a post-apocalypse where the world of the living and dead have sort of overlapped. And you're basically, one of the people who can go between towns and shelters, bringing the supplies people need. So by and large, the gameplay is you hauling as much heavy shit as you can to get from point A to point B. It is... I mention this because I'm going to now show you the trailer for Death Stranding 2.
Zombies?
Oh no, not zombies. There are people who, random mercenary groups. There are things called mules, which are basically people who hoard supplies and take stuff. And then there's... Yeah.
Ah.
Kitty.
interesting mask.
Oh. The detail work on this characters and the arm and oh gods. Oop, oop. Yeah, in Death Stranding, both rain and a lot of these liquids are called timefall. Anything those liquids touch, if effectively causes whatever it touches to time to pass rapidly, whatever they touch. Then they turn into regular.
Oh.
So that's just made her skin age rapidly. It'll go back to normal after a time, but it is... So if you're exposed to too much, yeah, you will just be aged to death, basically. Baby.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam. And to the GHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on, I'll help you get your bearings. This is the ship's armory. Here you can check your weapons and put them through their paces. These rooms over here belong to other members of the crew. They're pretty much the same as yours. And the shower's down at the end.
Now here's the funny bit. Our main character, Sam here, he's by all rights, and as far as I can tell, a complete asexual, because the man does not and has a major thing about anyone ever touching him. Like, one of the biggest things you will see him is somebody will go to give them a handshake or go to hug him, and he will recoil and move away quickly.
Tell me there's somebody who, like, desperately wants to, like, just touch him.
Oh, yeah. No, they're... And he's just like, no, don't.
No, thank you. No.
Yeah, no. No, but the funny part is, a good chunk of the first game, you can see on his skin, because you can see how detailed they are with the skin textures and everything. You can see on his skin, there are handprints all over him. The reason he is so terrified is because the monsters in the world are known as BTs. And they basically work like hand marks on the ground anytime you... Because you can't see them unless you have a certain ability. You can't see them. All you see are the handprints they leave as they move around the area.
Footprints.
Yeah, no, they're specifically hands, though. But yeah, basically.
Why are they blue?
Actually, I don't have an answer for that. That is something unique to this second game. I don't know why.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
No. As I told you, Drawbridge is a civilian outfit. But we do have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and tech.
Sounds like a UCA big shot.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face. They value their privacy.
Seriously? No better than to believe that bullshit.
It's the same deal as America. The people here are all spread out, cut off from one another. We want you
not
to
blue
help us
anymore.
bring the world
Nope.
together.
Don't ask me
What
to...
is that?
Hmm?
What the fuck is that?
What?
On her shoulder.
One another.
What's on her
We want
shoulder?
you to help us bring the world
Oh, that. You're about to meet that.
together.
Moving.
Sam, would you mind if I joined you?
It talks.
His knowledge and
No.
experience will probably come in
No.
handy down the road.
Yes. Really, Sam?
Your buttocks? What about shotgun? I prefer the driver's seat.
Sam, do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal.
Yeah, because in the first game, you basically had to trek from the East Coast to the West Coast. That was the main focus of the overall arc of the game. So I guess this time we're going to Mexico. We united America, so now Mexico.
After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and regroup at your position.
The problem is, not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders.
God, look at all this. Beautiful.
Yeah. Just like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you up. As always, you'll be the...
And you see the little carts behind him? That's another way you can transport cargo and that. Yeah, you're just a shipping guy. You're just getting things from where they need to be, from where they are to where they need to be.
One leading the way to expand the network.
What's your role in all this? You're the commander, huh?
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only. You brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid that Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction.
Those are BTs. Sam can see them because he has a particular ability called Dooms. And he can make out shapes, and he can sense them when they're nearby. There's also one other major perk. Normally, if a BT grabs a living human, they grab them and devour them and cause what's called a void out, which is basically an explosion that wipes out several miles around them. So,
Really?
Yes. Luckily, that doesn't happen when they grab Sam. He basically gets pulled out, gets fought, and then will basically end up being KO'd or basically killed, but then he comes back. So...
Why?
We don't know. It's never fully explained. It's one of those lost tech kind of things. We just know that's an effect specific to Sam. Like literally they hate his blood. Like literally your guns in the game are using Sam's blood as a bullet to harm the BTs. We don't know why. That was never explained in the first game. We just know that is an effect they have.
Oh.
So, it is just, he is the antithesis for some reason.
Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge.
With the support of the Chiral Network and APAS, humanity will be free from the need to move around. Bots are capable of handling deliveries.
He's alive.
He called himself a ghost, but...
We found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
He said he came back to get revenge on you and me.
The antagonist of the first game, Higgs.
Hey, brother. Did you miss me? Yeah, I figured you'd pay this place a visit, seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. With guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours. Same as it ever was. Oh. Looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round. Well, I suppose even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time. Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy. Are you just another soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me!
Oh.
Pathetic guitarist, where's the rest of your band?
Well, ain't that something?
Was it you, Heads? Huh? Was it you that killed Lou?
You still don't know, do you?
Guitar slide into dodge.
Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
If you want answers, you're gonna have to find them yourself. But the ones you do find, well, that pain you nurse will only get worse. Sam the man in the dark about everything.
Don't forget, coming on this expedition was meant to help you find the strength to carry on. And you have. We all know you've got this. Now it's time to finish the journey, Sam. Please understand, Sam. We never meant to string you along.
That chrysalis, we found her inside. It was filled with a fluid that contained amino acids. One's identical in structure to the kind found in tar.
I'm sorry, there are amino acids in tar? As in proteins?
Of course. How else did you think that chiral creatures could emerge from it? Some have even theorized that the tar is a sort of primordial soup.
I was there. I saw her home. And it was a hellhole.
You see, after you left Bridges, I decided to do a little digging. Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
I have no fucking explanation for, like, most of what you just saw.
Oh.
And would you...
I need answers.
And the best part is, again, it's a game about moving packages. It's a game about literally a mission you get in the first game is, okay, get this pizza from point A to point B. Here's the best bit. You have a backpack and you can carry things in your hand. But it's a pizza. So what you have to do is set your pack in a particular way so the pizza is held level.
Like,
so you have...
Are you putting the pizza in the backpack?
Yes. And you have to have enough in your pack so that it's held level, or else it takes damage because it's a pizza. Oh my god, yeah.
Points for realism.
Yes.
But no. You don't put the pizza in the backpack.
Oh my god, I love it so much. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's gotta be Death Stranding 2, just because I got to inflict that on people. Just that moment of, what the fuck am I watching? Because
there was so much happening there.
Yes, there is.
What was up with the gloves? Like a second set of arms.
I don't...
But around their neck.
Well, if I had to guess, the character's name is Fragile. That's literally her name. And she runs a shipping company, Fragile Express. The man behind this
set of arms?
No, actually the main villain at one point had captured her and basically exposed her to timefall from the neck down. So yeah. So it could be a case of she's just gotten to that point where her actual arms are kind of not useful anymore. Theoretically.
Well, she was using them, though.
Yeah, and that's where I'm like, maybe they're just weak, so it's easier to use the other arms.
They're around her neck.
I like I said, I don't have an explanation for 90% of this shit. I just know the creator behind this, Hideo Kojima, is a fucking madman, and I trust the vision, because this man is the sort of insane person who, in one of his famous games, Metal Gear Solid 2, he made a guy sit there and program it so ice would melt in real time in a particular glass in an area. On a PS2 game, he made ice melt in real time.
Why?
Because he's insane! And I'm here to fully support his insanity. And you know what? It's a hell of a fun ride. Oh, here we go. One of the reasons I wanted to do this is because I love to see your reaction to this. Content Creator of the Year. For a streamer or content creator who has made an important or positive impact on the community in 2024. Queso, Ilio Wan, Techno Gamers, Typical Gamer, Usada Pecora. One of these things is not like the others. Here's the best thing. When Pecora, because she is a VTuber from a company called HoloLive. Now, I love that they did this in this order for the voting, because I get to talk about it. Hideo Kojima is one of these madmen, great game creators, right? Pecora is his favorite VTuber. We're all fairly certain he talked to the guy who runs this, Jeff Keighley, and just went like, put her on. Because I think each of them has some, like, there was a video of Pecora responding to this where she looked at it and was like, some of them have like 19 million subscribers, 24 million subscribers. I think she's got like 500,000. Like, she's got... No, 2.63 million. Like, it is hilarious. What was it, Queso?
You gotta vote for her, then.
Oh, yeah. It's like Queso. Yeah, 6.1 million. You know, Ilya 1... 2.3. Okay. But yeah. Usada Pecora. Yeah, I have to vote for her. if for nothing else, I will always love the character. She owns a monkey. Like, I learned this recently. Apparently, she just went out and bought a monkey. Like, she takes care of it and everything, but she went out and bought a monkey because she could.
Oh.
Because here's the funny bit. I only know this because, okay. There's Usada Pecora, right? And she was the first one of her family to bring a family member on. There's Usada Pecora. Very cutesy, you know. Very cutesy, very nice. And then there's Peko Mama. Yeah, the internet had fun with her.
Don't know why, but that's not what I was expecting.
Oh? What were you expecting? I'm curious now.
Honestly, I think I was just expecting, like, the exact opposite of the first one.
Really?
Like something super dark and edgy.
Oh, no. Okay, no, that's another... That's a different one. That's Narissa.
Ah.
Now, here's the funny thing. Narissa has done the same thing and has sisters. She brought her sisters on. So naturally, the whole family got into it. I'll put it this way.
Okay,
to win this game.
She is really good. Aradia's really good.
She's really good. You put me in Mario Party, you put me on anything with chance, I am
PK Fire, thank you. Look, we were playing. I told you we were playing Mario Party.
No, you didn't. It was Mario Kart. You totally said Mario Kart.
She's lying. I definitely
totally lying.
I definitely said
no.
It was Mario Kart. I definitely said Mario Party because I always intended to play Mario Party. Do you know how many people you need to play a full party of Mario Kart?
My husband would play.
I don't want.
He would cream my ass, but
sorry, that's not what I meant.
He's really good. Okay.
You're freezing.
And this is why you don't bring siblings on.
Oh God.
Yeah.
My sister and I talked about like streaming on Twitch or something. But then it's like, what would we play? Would we even be entertaining? Would we be good? And it's like, you don't have to be good. You just have to be entertaining.
Yeah. That's what. Well, hell, you two ever get bored, feel free to let me join. Hell, I don't know, maybe we'll do Minecraft.
Honestly, I think that's what we would end up doing.
Okay, I'll buy Minecraft for my PS5, because I'm pretty sure you can do cross-platform.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure. Well, that's off-screen. We'll check that out, but I'm pretty sure you can do cross-platform, so... Oh god, I actually have to go back and play actual Minecraft.
Minecraft? Good.
Oh, it is, but it's one of those... Oh no. I'm going to be tempted to fuck with both of you because I can. Do not let me get access to TNT. I will give you that fair warning.
You wouldn't.
I know how to use redstone.
Oh, no.
The only thing that's going to protect you is I have shit luck when it comes to mining. So I
can't get my iron farm to work.
Oh Oh man, and oh boy, I'd have to look at it and see what's going on. Let's see. Okay, Counter-Strike, best game of esports of the game.
Or sports.
Yeah. You know what? Pick a number 1 through 5. We'll just go through that.
What is that thing in
The
the
Dota?
second one? Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. Some kind of bird person. I have never played Dota. I mean, is that any more or less questionable than the forearms on whatever this person is in League of Legends? Mobile Legends and Valorant. Yeah, sure. We'll go with Bird.
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 Esports athlete.
No! No more.
Well, we're almost done. The best part is, this one will probably not even get, like, announced at the actual Game Awards. They're just gonna do it, like, in the pre-show, hand them the reward, and move on. And go, and our next trailer. So... Zywoo. Sure. Esports yeah, these are all ones that don't matter anyway.
Ouch.
I'm sorry, but these awards get, like, unless it's an extremely slow year, these get handed out in the pre-show. I mean, then again, we are talking about esports. I'm sorry, I never pay any attention to this. Okay, what sounds like a good team name? Billy Gaming, Gen G, Navi, T1, or Team Liquid? I love that 3 of them play League of Legends. And you can tell because they're yeah, definitely South Korean, definitely South Korean, definitely South Korean. Blizzard owes its goddamn existence to South Korea.
Right there.
Yeah. You know what? Team Liquid, because it made you giggle.
Like, why?
I don't know. Alright. 3 rounds. Okay. Okay. So, December 2nd, 5th, and 9. Okay. Player's voice, yeah. Well, that'll just come up for later, but there we go. That's all of it. Oh, there we go. That was a good way to kill some time.
Totally forgot that, like, sports games existed.
Trust me, 90% of the year I do as well. I like, people bring up, like, Madden and all those other sports games. I'm just like, what? No,
yeah.
I don't care. That's... Sorry, but I care about as much sports games as I care about actual sports, which is not at all. I don't like yelling at my TV.
I think the last time I watched anything sports was when the Olympics were happening. And my dad had it on, and we ended up watching women's rugby.
There are worse ways to go.
Cool, the rugby. I hadn't seen rugby before. At first, I thought they were playing soccer. But then I kept watching. I was like, oh, that's not soccer.
Yeah. Oh, God. Of course, as I'm talking with you, then I see what's one of my favorite fucking videos. I talked about this the other day. The best pairing. Toga and Chaco. Tell me you can't imagine her singing this in canon.
Yeah.
By the way, this is probably the best bit in this entire video. Himiko Toga, age 17, gender MTF. Quirk, transformation, affiliation, League of Villains. Shi Hasake. Diagnosis, manic bipolar disorder, acute psychosis, sociopathy. Charged with kidnapping, assault, possession of deadly weapons, possession of drugs, possession of quirk inhibitors, gang violence, manslaughter, aiding and abetting resisting arrest, assault of a police officer, biting a police officer, giving a police officer a double dog dare wedgie, calling police officer a cuck, flirting with minor hero Uravity, offering to take minor hero Uravity out back behind the dumpsters, calling pro hero Eraserhead a bottom, flashing a police officer, flashing minor hero Uravity, continued on next 5 pages.
She would, though.
Yes! And that's why she's my favorite goddamn character in all of My Hero. Oh my god. But I love that. Calling pro hero Eraserhead a bottom.
Because that was just so noteworthy.
Oh, come on. Like, she wouldn't.
No, she would. All of it.
I love this. Where is she? Courier is making dinosaur chicken nuggets tonight. Can you two hurry up?
Choco, you can fly.
Well, yeah, but she's also trying to get Racerhead out. But, of course, he's getting fucked over by someone's quirk. So she doesn't get away, and she's like, okay, I'm fine with this.
Them just going back and forth.
Yes.
Just endlessly forever.
Yes, which just makes it all the more tragic that they did the bury our gays trope on us, and, you know, at the end. Admittedly, Toga went out on her own terms, and it's that whole thing, but...
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. As I say, I just looked at the clock. You probably have to get to bed before work, don't you?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, hopefully...
I don't wanna.
I know. Trust me, I could sit here and pull up videos and we could sit here and bullshit forever, but we both have to be... You probably have to get to bed before work, so... Thank you so much for joining me for this. It was a lot of fun, and of course, you're free and always welcome to join me whenever, and we'll just bullshit around and yeah, hell,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I would say join me for maybe when we get around to like the actual game awards, or watch stuff like that. Or I could show you more of like Ruby, because I get the feeling that's going to be almost a life-changing experience for you.
I mean, at least I know what we're talking about now.
Yes. And that's where it's like, sitting down and having you watch Ruby is probably going to be like almost a life-changing experience, and I look forward to watching you just start to gasp and like, what the hell? That was the coolest shit in the world.
I remember that giant scythe.
Here's the fun part. There are 3 more trailers you haven't seen yet, and then there's the rest of the series, which is 8 seasons, I believe. So, they're not super long seasons either, so it's not really hard to get through.
I did see the other 3 trailers just like a long time ago, so I don't remember them.
Yeah, no, and I imagine, because I showed you Red, going in the show order, then there would be the white trailer, Ruby.
Yeah.
Everyone is entitled to their own sorrow, for the heart has no metrics or form of measure, and all of it irreplaceable. Gender swapped Amius.
So, Red Riding Hood is Snow White.
More the Ice Queen overall. The persona, but yeah.
Well, mirror, mirror.
Yep.
I like that she had a very dancer
Yeah.
kind of.
Obviously taken a lot of a lot of formal training.
Yes.
I'll be curious to see your reactions to the next two.
Leaping Beauty and Rapunzel.
You want to know?
Yeah.
Okay. The Black trailer. Your hopes have become my burden. I will find my own liberation.
Blake, it's time.
Okay.
EDM hit.
Looks like we're gonna be doing this the hard way.
Don't be so dramatic.
Intruder, identify yourself.
Let's do this. Perfect. Move up to the next car. I'll set the charges.
What about the crew members?
What about them?
Adam. We need to get out of here.
Buy me some time.
Are you sure?
Do it.
So, any thoughts on who she's supposed to be? Nope. I gotta. Yeah. Oh well. Black. One more, but we'll get to that when we get to it. No idea?
Thinking like Robin Hood, but I don't think that's right.
No. We get Robin Hood later.
No. No, I don't know.
And unfortunately, telling you would be spoiling the show, so I'm not telling you. Alright, might as well finish it up with the real fun one. Scathing Eyes ask that we be symmetrical, one-sided, and easily processed. Yet every misshapen spark's unseen beauty is greater than its would-be judgment.
Doesn't this one take place in like a nightclub or something?
Yep.
Ah.
So fun. And after watching the show, it is so funny to go back to these original designs. And if you don't realize, this is actually a club remix of the trailers of the song Red Like Roses, which is the song used in the first trailer.
Yes.
There is a reason for that.
Oh.
They did a lot of really good, a lot of little subtle details.
No ice. Oh, and one of those little umbrellas.
Aren't you a little young to be in this club, Blondie?
Aren't you a little old to have a name like Junior?
So you know who I am. You got a name, sweetheart?
Yes, Junior, I've got several. But instead of sweetheart, you could just call me Sir. People say you know everything. Tell me where I could find her and I'll let you go.
I've never seen her before. I swear.
Excuse me?
I swear, sir.
Looks like we have an audience. This must be kind of embarrassing for you, huh? Awkward.
Listen, Blondie, sir, if you want to make it out of this club alive, I suggest you let me go. Now. You'll pay for that.
Oh, Junior, I was just playing with you. Don't be so sensitive. Come on, let's kiss and make up, okay?
Huh? Okay.
Punch Girl. And cuts into the second trailers.
We should teach her a lesson.
Remix of the third trailer song.
You're gonna pay for this.
And now her own theme.
Yang? Is that you? Oh, hey, sis! What are you doing here?
It's a long story.
That's why it starts with hers, and that's why it starts with hers. The first trailer song. It's because it's her sister. So there you go.
Oh, 8 seasons, you said.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely love it, and it is fantastic, and it is just one of those... Yeah, that'll be something to watch with you, and that'll be just something really fun. Because I get the feeling that'll be very much up your alley, and a lot of the character moments are hilarious.
Yeah, I think so.
Plus the whole fairy tale aspect will absolutely ring with you.
Oh yeah.
Because
who doesn't love a twisted fairy tale?
Oh yeah, no, I absolutely adore that, and it is well done with what they should do with it. So that'll be. That absolutely will be something we'll have to react to, because that'll be a lot of fun. Gravity Falls. Seeing that. Then again, where is it? The Gravity Falls one. Not what it seems.
such a good show.
Yeah. And if...
I really hope it comes back.
Well, and then there's always the fact that there's an actual bill out there in the world. I forget the exact coordinates, but there is a coordinates where they did leave an actual statue of Bill.
Very nice.
Oh, man. Okay. I think that'll be good for tonight. So let's get some sleep, because tomorrow's another day. Thank you so much for joining me. And
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, we'll have to hang out more. Hope everyone who's caught the stream enjoyed, and, well, we'll see you all next time on this. Well, probably not any more of this, but something else we'll figure out when we have some fun. Anyway, bye, folks. See you for later. Alright, you gotta hit the stop stream. There we go. Come on.